All right, welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about the struggles of software and building software out yourself. I know a lot of people in real estate or who do wholesaling never going to have to run into this issue, but it's something that I have I wouldn't say a skill set in, but I have an idea of how to do it because I took a course and learned. Technically, it was full stack, but I only really did the front end and then a little bit of the back end. If you don't know what front end back end is, basically in web development or software development, the front end is like the visual looking of like the look of a website, and the back end is like the actual brains behind the site. So let's say in this example that for PropertyDeals, we're building out a place to list deals. Let's say just that, super simple. Now all the deals, like looking at the deals, seeing the property pages, and like the images, the text, all like the layout of that, all that is front end. On the back end is how you can, one second. On the back end is how the deals are uploaded themselves. So like, let's say you want to add a new deal. Now all the information that's going to be put on the site, all the kind of, let's say it's a flip or it's a long-term hold or a cash flowing investment, whatever it is, those like inputs you want to do on the back end that will affect how the front end will look. On top of that is like animations. There's a lot to it. Anything like that needs motion or needs to feel like it's alive is all going to be on the back end. So now, as I said, I've learned web development, and web development is very, very different than software development. And to be honest, if it wasn't for ChatGPT and this software I'm using, it's called Replit, there'd just be absolutely no way we can bring this to life. And because I'm basically, think about it this way. If you're an English speaker, let's say you're trying to give a speech in Spanish. Now, like, you know all the letters in Spanish, like, because most, if not all, but most of the lettering are the same. There's some like symbols you might not know, but most of the lettering is the same. But the arrangement of the letters make it so that you have no idea what you're talking about or what does what and what says what. So this is what it is. Like, I understand the basic foundations of how software works and how I can read HTML, CSS, a little bit of JavaScript, but when it comes to Node.js, Python, C++, what else? Supabase is like a back-end thing. Like, I have no clue what I'm doing, and the only way I'm kind of like moving forward is because I know what I want it to do, and I kind of know the inputs to give the AI or collective intelligence, whatever you want to call it, and that kind of helps me, like, translates my English and my language to what I want it to do. So anyways, the problem lies in when there's a syntax error or something wrong with the code, and I have no idea how to read it. And like, for example, ChatGPT does not know everything about coding. Like, it can get you like 98% there. But that 2%, if there's something wrong, it screws you. Like, I'm telling you, 5 hours of trying to figure out different like things that mess up, and it works for a second, and I need to add one thing and it all breaks, and I delete that one thing and it's still broken and like it doesn't fix. But in the end, I did end up getting it to work, and actually it looks super, super nice right now. Nothing like usable or anything like that. It's just kind of the front end work. And again, like, that might change. It probably will change a lot of aspects of it, but like, I'm just starting to build out the bones and the foundations of the software. When it does come out, just know a lot of work goes into software, and there's a reason that, one, software companies make a lot of money, and two, there aren't that many great software companies. So one of the big bottlenecks that I am assuming we're going to face is the speed, the quality, and the functionality of the software as it comes out. Because if there are a problem in any of those aspects, it's going to really hurt our brand and also hurt the growth rate of Property Deals. Anyways, a little bit of rant there of the struggle I've been going through today. All that to say, even if something doesn't work, if you can just put in the time to make it work and to show an unrelenting commitment to making it work, it'll always work in the end. The only time you can ever when it will ever not work is if you fail or if you quit. The only time you'll ever fail is if you actually quit. There's this quote I really like. I don't know if I said it before here, but until death, all failure is psychological. I'm gonna say that again because I kind of messed it up. Until death, all failure is psychological, which means you have never failed. You've only quit or stopped short of your goal. I don't care what stage you are in your life, whether you're an old man and you're sick, or you're a kid on drugs, or you're in school and think that you're behind everyone else. None of that matters. All that matters is that you genuinely want to improve and grow towards something, and that you give the time and effort and energy necessary to do that. So again, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you are. It just matters that you're trying to get better. And if you can keep getting better, you can be proud of how far you go. That's a little bit, I guess it's a little bit of reflection on where I've been going through. And I know Jack's been going through the same thing. It's hard not to when you see your friends from high school, they're all in college, they have their life not planned out, but I don't want to say planned out because I think I have my track planned out to an extent. Obviously it's very cloudy based off of what results happen when, and when I can take the next step to go further. But it's all based on what I can accomplish and what I can do versus a regiment where, okay, you finish college, you get your degree, you have your job lined up, and you have a good paying job for the next few years until you want to go up the ladder or learn new things or whatever it is. On the flip side is the freedom there is not really existent. I think you could say it is for some careers, but with here, once we get to a point where we can live comfortably, the freedom is there. You can work where you want to work. Obviously, there's a lot of sacrifices that come along with it, but all these sacrifices build you to become a better person, not sacrifices that constrain you and prevent you from being creative and being innovative. Really, all it is at the end of the day is if you love what you're doing, do it. And again, these talking points have no correlation whatsoever with each other, but I'm just kind of filling the time as I get to the office right now, which I'm about to get to. But just know, if something's not working out, it's okay. Keep putting the time and keep putting the effort and the energy to it, and it will eventually work out. Failure is never permanent. Failure is a step to success. Watch that video. What is it? I think I have a video called Steps to Success or something like that. But in any case, I can't emphasize how big of a thing that is. How big of a thing that is that it took for us to learn, but also to implement yourself. Because failure is inevitable. Failure will never be something that's non-existent. Even billionaires fail. It's the failure that makes them great, not the success. because the success is just an outcome of the failures. The failures are a prerequisite and the evidence of hard work and commitment. With that being said, that's everything I got today. So, if you found this valuable, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. If you didn't, leave a hate comment. Love to see those. And check out Jack Savagery, his channel, see what he posted today. All right, see ya.